All right, welcome back to the channel. Here we go. Teach you guys a quick 1-2 on the Crawlspace installation that I'm just absolutely not a fan of. If you're new to the channel, well, I pick on Crawlspaces quite a bit. I've got a lot of videos explaining why I'm not a big fan of Crawlspace homes, but if you are going to have one, things you're going to need to look out for. So, for the most part, the dog upstairs doesn't like me. I'm underneath this house, so this is actually not bad. This is a nice tall crawl space. It still, has its issues, but one of the things I want to really point out the most is you have different kind of framing that gets done. Come over here, you can actually see a little bit of what I'm talking about. So these are floor joists, engineered already. Let's get some light right there. These are actually these are great floor joists right here. You can go with the solid 2x10s, 2x8s. These are like trusses. They're all pre-made at a lumber yard or wherever they make these days. But what I don't like about it is your insulation. Even though in this region I'm not a fan of crawl space insulation. It's hot. Winters are pretty mild around here. But let's just say we're in a colder region and you need crawl space insulation. It is almost physically impossible to keep this insulation tacked. But in all reality, this insulation here should be up against this floor right here, because this still allows air. Now that's if we're living in a colder region. But what also happens is there is no place for these wires to grip. So here they call these hangers. Right here. They just use these wires right here to hold up the insulation. So in all reality, that should be going all the way up to the top. But you can see there's so many areas where they just cannot grip onto. Dog upstairs doesn't like me talking. But bear with me here, guys. Yeah, this also has a ton of fungus. So when you factor chipmunks, mice, snakes walking over all this, and then you have these wires that are barely even hanging on. Look at that. Plus, I don't know if you've ever picked up one of these guys. They've got a lot of weight to them. That explains why this insulation is all falling down. On top of that, you've got the CPVC pipe. Another huge no-no for me. I'm not a fan of it, just because it cracks so easily. But I should not be able to look right above here and see the ground. I mean the subflooring. This should be nice and tight, just like that. Boom. So if you were to have a house that has this kind of flooring, joists, there's a snake skin right here. There's no question about it. I would find another way how you can tack these up a lot better. Because for one, them laying down on the floor, it's not doing you any good. But I'm just a bigger fan of, there's a little mouse right there. Not so much the mice that are probably going to put all the weight on this. It's going to be the snakes that come in after them, chipmunks and squirrels. Whatever has been coming in here has been knocking this place down pretty good. Causing a mess. And you definitely don't want these pipes being messed with, because they do crack. I've already been underneath several homes this month alone, and these pipes they're leaking. They already had a repair, replaced it with some of that new stuff. Kind of go from there, but yeah, this video is mainly about Crawlspace insulation. You guys let me know in the comments, how would you support this insulation to the subflooring? Because I'm here to tell you, no builder has got this right. Everybody's using hangers. Now those hangers, they work well. You know, they work well when you've got a solid beam, because there's plenty of meat. See that? There's plenty of meat to grab onto. But when you have these kind of flooring, these kind of joists, that no bueno, not good. Every house that I've gone to that has this kind of flooring, all their insulation is just doing this number. Oh, this isn't bad. I've seen them so much worse. I've seen them where you actually can't even crawl the house, because just about all their insulation's on the floor. This house has a couple of problems. You know, they got the insulation problem, but they also have a lot of fungus. Look at this. Moisture conditions. And they got some wood rot right there. That's probably where the back deck is hooked up, connected to the house. It's probably leaking. But you can catch my videos on all that other stuff, the wood fungi and water problems and all that stuff. But this one's mainly about my not so favorite topic, Crawlspace insulation. Look at that. That's a big old slab of insulation. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Doesn't take much to make them fall down. So hey, for anybody who invents things, invent something that builders can use to secure these things a little bit better. There you go. Guys, check me out. Hit that like and subscribe. Helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.